Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to night one of the Royal Rumble. And before we could officially move on to this new era, we had one piece of lingering business from the past. A dream match, a retirement match that needs to get taken care of before we can move on. This is the official recap of how that went down. As you see, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, just one of the chosen referees or enforcers, if you will, for this match between the two general managers. This was going to be an emotional night one way or the other. Let's balance it out with the all-around badass, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the second enforcer, coming out on his ATV. They're going to make sure nothing gets out of pocket here, although this is an anything goes match. I wonder how much they're going to let slide here. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels, two legends of this business. But the two men in this match are legends as well. The general managers will collide. One last match for both of them. And it was time to play the game. Something we thought we'd never see again. With his heart problems and all, Triple H would make his way to the ring for one final clash against somebody that's been like a mentor to him all these years. Triple H just wants these two to get along and run TWFC into the future the best way possible. Ric Flair just does not know when to hang it up. He wants to prove the world wrong that he can still go in the ring. We were moments away from finding out. One last time, Triple H would take a drink of the water, and you know the rest. You know the front row is about to get sprayed, and they love it. The game enters the ring for what we presume to be his final time, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of final time, we've heard this a bunch, but could this possibly finally be Ric Flair's actual last match? He's got a standing ovation here, the Nature Boy. Everything he's done in this industry could never be taken away from him, but a lot of people believe, come on, Rick, you got to know when to hang up the boots. One half general manager here in TWFC. We cannot officially move into the future until we take care of the past. And that's the way everybody's been looking at this contest right here. Ric Flair forced it. We're going to see how this turns out. Everybody is here in attendance. There's Stephanie McMahon. You saw some of Flair's old buddies. Everybody was here to witness this emotional moment. And we'll give you another reminder that TWFC is about to enter into a new era, a new style of doing things, just all around different, bringing the bang back to the TWFC universe. But ladies and gentlemen, here's how this one would play out. In the early goings, Triple H would easily chain wrestle Flair and push him away. Tried to talk some sense into Flair, but Flair raked the eyes, goes straight to the tricks. Flair tries to take off at Triple H, and he backdrops him right out of the ring. Triple H was trying to talk some sense into Flair. He didn't want to do this, and a low blow on the outside would give Flair the advantage. And anything goes. Flair using the dirty tricks now, just beating Triple H down with that chair. You know Triple H has those heart problems. Ric Flair just wants to try to win, to prove himself. 1, 2, and Triple H would get the shoulder up. Flair was arguing about that. They were trying to tell Flair, come on, this isn't necessary, but Flair would pull out Triple H's sledgehammer. They're trying to stop Flair from doing this, and Triple H gets the spine buster just in time. Now Triple H would have his hands on the sledgehammer. You could see the cerebral assassin possibly going back to his old ways. And here he goes, and he stopped at the last minute. He couldn't do it. He's trying to talk to Flair, and Flair with the low blow. Flair, would he have any second thoughts on using it? No, he would not. He drilled the game. Shawn Michaels and Austin can't believe it. As he looks for the figure four, Triple H pushes him off later on. Triple H has it this time, spins around and uses it on Ric Flair, and then the pedigree. Both men a bloody mess. Triple H would beat the 70-year-old Flair holding his heart. Both men busted wide open. Triple H didn't want to use the sledgehammer, but he was almost forced to get Flair not to use it on him. After the match, they had to hold Flair up, both a bloody mess. Triple H extends the hand. Can we put this behind us finally? And Flair hugs Triple H. Maybe it is an end of an era. Maybe we finally can get both general managers on the same page to start this new era tomorrow night.
I don't want any trouble, Evan. I'm just here to say something I should have said a long time ago. When you and me were pushing each other to our limits, battling it out for the TWFC Championship, this place was growing rapidly. This place was all about where the best of the best tested their skills. Now tonight is the biggest match in our history, and we have a chance at a fresh start. As the two faces of TWFC, this is our chance to get this place back on track where it was always meant to be. I guess what I'm really saying is, let's leave it all in the ring tonight and take matters into our own hands. I'll meet you at the top.
All of our history aside, I totally agree. May the best man win.
Gentlemen, it's good to see you two still have such a positive attitude, Evan. I don't believe you've been introduced to the future of this business. Takeshita, your old pal Cody here surely remembers the epic beatdown he suffered at the hands of the next world champion. You heard that right. Tonight my guy wins the big one and puts the wrestling world on notice. Maybe you can have first dibs as challenger. See you out there. Come on.
This is what we've been working all month towards, Kevin. It's finally time to prove neither of us were one-hit wonders.
There's only one problem with that dream of yours, Sammy. There's so damn many other men who want the exact same thing as you do. But the biggest problem is there's only one man dangerous enough to go to whatever lengths necessary to make sure he gets the job done. And you're looking at him.
You don't scare us. Maybe you forgot, Moxley, but me and Sammy can be just as dangerous when the time comes.
Speaking of when the time comes, it seems like everyone around here has forgotten that it's Vader time. So my advice is stay out of my way out there, or get ran over by a mastodon.
Well, to be completely honest, we don't know what to expect. Things are supposed to be different. This is supposed to be an ultimate Royal Rumble. We're going to find out the future of TWFC, because coming up next is the ultimate Royal Rumble for the TWFC Undisputed Championship.